Goody, 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 everyone. This is Dayhawk, bringing to you episode 45 of Shaman King 2021. It's official, guys. Team Ren versus Team Harufuda Hot Springs. I think that's their name. So, last time we saw our heroes, it looked like Ren has finally killed Yoh, because it looked like he is deep fried. But it wasn't the case. It wasn't the case, because Yoh lived. And how he lived, he asked? Through the power of nature. And also, Yoh was like telling Ren is that, nah, despite your resolve, deep down in your heart, you don't want to kill me. And and Ren is like, BS. It's all BS. And so we have this match, and then Faust and Ryu are out, and Chocolove is out there just watching. So it's really a handicap match between Yoh, Horo, and of course Ren. And in this match, there was no outcome. There was no outcome at all, because they were giving their all. And at this point, if I could remember correctly, Yoh was missing an arm, I believe. And yet Horo and Ren still have their body parts, apparently. And so they decided to finish each other off one last move. And then all of a sudden, this flash of light comes in, and guess what? Lyserk returned from hell. And it's not just him. Santi and Lady John appeared. You know what this means? Santi withdrew her 2 teams from the tournament, and in its place, Team Ren and Team Hot Springs are in the final round, plus X1. So the final 4 they're already heading into the finals are Team Ren, Team Star, Team Hot Springs, and Team X1. Those are your finals. And so, and also Santi also announced that the 5 warriors has already have gathered together now. They have their 5 warriors. And so you get to see Lyserk, show off his new armored Ryoku, thanks to our spirit and gold. And then we just have the calm before the storm. The Yoh-Yohs are back together again, and so to speak, because this is just the calm before the storm here. And everything was all well and dandy until, well, Hao appeared, because he did said that he was going to take a bath. And this scene when Hao appears is so weird and random. It's very because up to this point we've been noticing that a lot of Hao's followers have been hanging out with Yoh and his friends, and like, oh, this is weird, but okay. All right. And we have Liza all angry and had this mini fight between them. And let's see what if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, after the mini match, this is another weird part too. Liza is like, okay, I'm gonna defeat you and all that. So cherish the few days you have, so I'm gonna allow you to take your bath. I mean, again, this is just so random. So it's just how when everybody is in the hot spring, it's just so weird. But the main reason, other than him having this hot spring meeting, is to tell everybody that the army has discovered the island, and we're not going to go into the finals until it's been dealt with. And the person that is leading this army is, Manta's papa. And everybody was shocked. And the thing that's unfair here is that Hao is putting the blame on Manta, that it's his fault that his father is here. And I find it to be BS. BS, because didn't he mention in a few episodes ago that he was telling Marco that it was his warriors, not warriors, but his own members, they were the ones that brought the army here. Well, and brought the army to the island in the first place because of the satellite cannon situation. Is because with that satellite cannon that's been shot to the island, the governments of the world have taken notice and they want to investigate. So if anything, it's X-Laws 2, or is it X-Laws 2 or 3? But it was those 3 guys that caused them here, that caused them to cause the army to come in and investigate. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's their fault. I don't know why Hao pointed the blame on Manta. And before telling everybody about the army, Hao was telling everybody that the final round, the finals, is going to be held in this lost continent of Mu. It's sort of like of Atlantis, and the fight will start there, but they're not gonna. But it's gonna be underwater. It's not gonna be like. It's not like the patch has these special powers where they could raise an underwater city. It's not the case at all, because later on it's discovered that they have to go inside some submarine in order to get there. Let's see what else. So is telling everybody about the continent and also the army, and also tells Yoh that, can you help me bury the bodies, like getting rid of the bodies that are in the shore. And other than that, um, oh yes. Um, Lucisto and the twin brother gets Marco, and I'm sure all the shamans know what's going on, so they're gathering everybody to prepare for this invasion. So Lucisto gets Marco, tells what's going on, and then it leads to to Marco and Lucisto meeting up with the families, the Taos and the Yasakuras. And let's see what else. Ah, yes. I feel so sorry for Manta, because in this scene he feels that he's responsible for this invasion. He doesn't understand why his father is doing this. And he figured, okay, let me call my dad, let me talk to him, and everything's going to be okay. Unfortunately, Anna pops in and says I don't think that's possible. And what's shocking is that his own phone was bugged. Oh, God. And that's when Manta feels crushed, I believe, because his own dad bugged his own phone. And again, really feels responsible for having the army approaching the island like that. And I'm like, oh man. I just wonder how this confrontation between Mata and his dad's gonna turn out. And it's rough, man. It's rough. And it sucks. And so we head into the end of the episode where Hao and the Yo-Yos and the Yo-Yos and other shamans are in the shore. Mostly the Yo-Yos and Hao are in the shore, while the others are in hiding in case the main shamans get injured or killed. They are ready to come in and resurrect them, heal them quickly so they can join the fight. And this is the scene where we get to see Hao and Yoh, getting ready to fight together to get rid of the army. And Yoh is like, you better keep your promise. And like, yeah, sure, don't worry, Yoh. And he said, like, this is going to be the only time we're going to be fighting together as brothers. And you can tell that Hao is really going to enjoy slaughtering soldiers and destroying ships. And that's it, guys. That's the end of the episode. Man. It's one of those episodes that we're getting close to the end. As a brief recap, the match between Team Ren and Hot Springs didn't have a conclusion because Lizer came in and stopped it. Sati said that her teams are withdrawing, that those two teams, Team Ren and Hot Springs, are in the finals along with X1. The announcement that the 5 elemental warriors are assembled now. Hao comes in and takes a bath with his enemies, and the talk of foreign not and the attack from the humans from the army are coming in and interfering with the tournament, so they need to be dealt with. And Manta is devastated that his father is involved in the continent of Mu. What else? And that's it. We really are getting close to the end, guys. We really are getting close. It's an informative episode. I mean, I was at the edge of my seat in the last episode, but now with both of them advancing, it's like, I really want to see Yoh defeat Ren, but I guess we will find out the answer at the continent of Mu, I guess. All right, guys. What do you think of the episode? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Did I miss anything? I need to know, guys. I need to know. Give a like if you like it, and subscribe, and I'll see you all on the other side of Oblivion. Johnny!